Hello, what's up though? My name is Maleko, and I want to thank you guys for joining me on today's episode, where today we'll be getting into a questionnaire to get to know me just a little bit better. And I have a little animation that I've been working on, and just so you guys know, animation is a brand new thing to me, but I fell in love with it in the past week. So that's what I have been up to for the past 2 weeks. But I would love to show that to you guys. So before we get into it, you already know. Oh my. One of these days, I'm gonna get that. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode. Like I said in the intro, we're gonna be getting into a questionnaire to get to know me just a little bit better as an artist, and I guess how this all started. But also, I do have, like I said in the intro, I do have an animation that I do want to show you, but I'm going to save that for the end of the video. Other than that, without further ado, if you guys are ready to get into it, grab your drinks, grab your snacks, grab your blankies, whatever it is that makes you comfy, and let's get ready to ride this ride. All right, guys, let's get into the video. So I decided that while I'm doing the questionnaire, I will be drawing as well. I've been on this kick of drawing like people that I see at the gym, or the types of people that I see at the gym. So I have this one here. I think maybe I'll do like show you what I've been up to, and maybe I'll draw a little bit afterwards too. But since I haven't done a lot of videos lately, there are a few videos that I put out. If you guys haven't seen those, go check them out. But I have been binge watching a lot of Game of Thrones, and I just finished it. So I was doing a lot of Game of Thrones stuff, but now I'm on this kick of doing people that I see at the gym. I thought it'd be fun to do something of that nature. So, all right, let's get into the questions. The first question is, where are you from and how does that affect your work? I thought this was a very interesting question. This was the very first question that that drew me in, because it made me think, does the place that I'm at or where I'm from influence or affect my artwork? And when it came down to it, it really did. When I think about it, I am from a place called the Bay Area in California. And in the Bay Area, the Bay Area is known for a lot of the graffiti artwork, or just artwork in general. San Francisco, Berkeley, Oakland, a lot of art schools that are very prestigious. And when it comes down to it, yes, I think that where I'm from does have influence on my work, because at a young age, my uncle, I come from a family of artists. My dad was an artist, his younger brother was an artist, and his youngest brother was an artist, but they all had different styles. So back to that question, yes, so I do believe that where I'm from does have a big influence on my work, because being surrounded by a lot of graffiti and that type of artwork, and especially it running in my family and always seeing it all the time, I took onto that a lot. But again, like I said before, I wasn't good. I didn't think I was good at lettering, but I liked how they drew characters in the graffiti world. So I took on that aspect. You know, from where you're from, have you thought about it before? Does it affect your work, or has it affected your work? But I do know that the area that I was from influenced my art when I was younger. So yeah. Okay, second question. Who are your biggest artistic influences? Well, I just named a few. My dad and my uncles, my brother, my friend Ben, my friend Josh, Denji, Jamar. Who else was an artist over there, man? Jason, Rampus, Bud, Izzy. I gotta say, like, a lot of my high school friends were my influence, because they hung around me, and like seeing them draw influenced me to draw. They had styles that, you know, I just never explored, like the comic book style, the anime style. I was coming from graffiti, and like, really I was lost. I had no guidance in drawing when I was in middle school. I didn't have a style, so it was kind of cool developing that in high school. So yeah, and for the people that are closest in my life, those are definitely the people that influenced my artwork and motivated me to do more, because they always believed in my talent, but it was also having to develop a skill. Just remember, guys, that you can have talent in drawing. Like, You know, people could see that you have a talent for it, but without working at it, it doesn't become anything else but what you started with. So once you know that you have a talent, like, really work at it, go for it. Okay, question number 3. 3? What about 3? Tell me about your favorite medium. Oof. I'd have to say, I mean, pencil and pen. Like, I have to go back to my roots of comic book drawing, and I loved when I learned how to sketch and then ink everything in. But I'd have to say, yeah, pencil, pen, and paper. I love exploring new mediums, but my favorite medium has to be pencil and paper. And as you can see on my iPad here, a lot of my stuff is just black and white. Every now and then every now and then I fall apart, and I need you now tonight, and I need you more than ever. And if you only hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever. Question number 4. Where do you find inspiration? Ooh. I mean, honestly, looking at other people's stuff, watching cartoons, watching films that will inspire a story that I want to tell, or a character that I'm developing. And yeah, like looking at other people's work on YouTube and seeing what they're doing in their style, and maybe, you know, like every person so far that I've watched on YouTube has something new to show me. And I've been doing this for years, but again, like, I haven't had traditional training, I haven't worked with other artists, but that's the whole idea behind this channel, is that I want to connect with all the artists out there. But as an artist, it's a constant struggle to keep on trying to be inspired. It's honestly, you know, you guys, some of the artists that I watch on YouTube, TV shows, animes, again, looking at other work is what inspires me. Going on a hike inspires me, getting my mind clear of everything that's going on, and getting stress free. Going to the gym, that inspires me. Let me know what you guys think. Where do you find your inspiration? Is it taking a walk? Is it going on a hike? Is it going for a drive? Is it, I don't know, whatever it is, let me know what your guys' inspiration is, or how do you guys stay inspired? Because that's a tough question, man. Okay, question number 5. Yeah, when is your favorite time of day to create? There is no telling. You know, it could come at me at, you know, at any moment in time, but I do find myself drawing more in the morning, because if I do get into something, I get into it and I just keep on going. Like, it does not stop. So in the morning, at least I know that I do have time. And again, like, after I work out, since I go to the gym, like, in the morning, once I'm done there, I'm kind of already, like, the gears are moving, you know. So morning time, definitely. I think towards the end of the day, I'm getting tired. Who knows? Again, like I said, depending on the art, or, you know, the piece that I'm working on, I could work on it all day, you know. So there's not a specific time of day for me to create. It just, you know, I think that's the thing about artists, is that you can't force it to come at you at a certain time. It just comes. I didn't want to say that. It just, you know, it just happens, you know. So yeah. Oh man, this is a tough one. Okay, number 6. Describe how art is important to society. Man, I think art is important to society because of how it can help develop our brains. Art is like an escape, you know. It's also a way to express your emotions without words. And I think that's important for a lot of people who don't understand how to do that. And if art is the only way that they can express, it's the one way they can, like, you know, let loose, or de-stress. You know, when you look at a painting, or when you create a painting that's just so beautiful, it's relaxing. I mean, you take Bob Ross, for instance, and you watch Bob Ross, and it's so relaxing watching him paint. And then, you know, at first you're like, dude, he's not really, up close it looks like he's not doing anything. He's just like doing, like he's saying, he's just like dab, 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 or you draw a line here, or you just push the brush, and, you know, he does all these things. But when you back up, it shows like this beautiful picture. And in that chaos where he's just like hitting the canvas with these brushes, you back up and you're able to look at something that's so beautiful, you know. So it could look like it's crazy, but it's not, you know. I think art can definitely help us, you know. There are people out there who go rage out, or they don't know how to take out their anger. It could be, you know, with boxing, they can come out and work it out there, but art is a very big part of life. Even martial arts is a very big part of my life, and those two things tie together when I think about it, because the things I do as far as drawing, right, with the drawing, it starts with a skeleton. And that's what we always talk about, is that you're always starting with just, you know, you're drawing with simple shapes, circles and lines and stick figures. That's why it's important that you understand that if you could draw a stick figure, you can draw, because you need stick figures to draw. That's how it starts. It starts with a skeleton, then you start adding layers and layers. It doesn't just come out like a drawing. It just doesn't happen that way. You have to start from something. I think that art is important to society because it helps with our brain development. It helps us with our mental health. So if you guys aren't in art and you're you know, questioning becoming an artist, and you can draw a stick figure, I guarantee you can draw. So give it a shot. Give yourself some like 3 months, and I promise you that you'll see the difference, so long as you keep up with it. That was a deep question, man. Okay, question number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. Question 7. What motivates you to create? Ooh, I think this is kind of like question number 7654. Where do you find inspiration? What motivates you to create? It's the same thing. It's watching films. It's watching you guys, you know, draw. It's watching other people draw. It's watching other animes. It's watching just artwork in general, or just art in general. Like I said, martial arts. I go to the gym, do some kickboxing, boxing, lifting, and even there I find inspiration because, like I said, I've been on this kick of drawing like the people I see at the gym, you know. So it can come from anywhere to test your skills, right? Motivation is also like, you can't get motivated unless you start doing something. So if you're sitting there waiting for motivation to hit you, you have to start. So maybe that's the difference in that. So motivation is, it's not something that motivates me. There's something that will hit that note. But in order for that motivation to really sink in, you have to start doing something. So even if it is opening up a page and just start scribbling on the page to get that motor running, that's all you need. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the question, right? I don't know. Okay, question number 8. How do you define success as an artist? Oof, I don't know, honestly. I'm not even successful myself, I don't think. And if any of you feel like you're a successful artist, please let me know what you think a successful artist is, or what defines a successful artist. But again, I'm always constantly looking for something better than what I'm doing now. So again, I don't think that I am successful. I think I have had small successes, that's for sure, in becoming better at my art. But other than that, yeah, that's a tough one. Question number 9. Does art help you in other areas of your life? Yes. Like I said, martial arts, my mental health, just being more aware of my emotions. Because again, like when I get frustrated with art, you can see it in your art, you know, when you get frustrated, and when you're not frustrated, you can tell when you're taking your time, or you can tell when you're rushing, you know. So I guess if you think about it, like, since it helped me with my mental health, it helped me succeed in other areas. So it's a very big part of my life. Okay, last question, number 10. How do you develop your art skills? Constant practice. Just so long as you're practicing something and trying to develop something, like drawing an eyeball, but you know, the next time you draw it, make it better, draw it better, try different angles of the eyeball, because the eyeball looks different at different angles. Something simple like that. But those little things, drawing an ear, drawing a nose, drawing a mouth, drawing hair, simple stuff like that, developing your skills, it takes a lot of time and dedication to just put the pencil to the paper, put the eye pen to the tablet, you know, whatever it is that you can practice, just to develop your work. that's the only time it's going to develop, is when you can see it. You know, but if you're just imagining like how good your work could be, that's not how things work. You know, so if you really want to develop your skills, it just takes practice. Some days you're not gonna come up with something. Some days you're just going to practice. Some days you're just gonna sketch. You know, so, and that's okay, because that's developing something. Remind yourself that too, because we could beat ourselves up for not finishing a piece, right? But not every drawing or it starts and ends with something beautiful. Sometimes it's just for you to put the pencil to paper, for you to just keep your muscles moving, keep your muscle memory there, you know. So again, don't be too hard on yourself, guys, because as artists we do that to ourselves too much, you know. So okay, so that was the last question, guys. But before we get out of here, since you guys made it all the way to the end of the video, or maybe some of you guys did, you know, maybe some of you guys dropped off, but those of you who stayed shows me that you guys wanted to see the animation that I made. So for the past like week, maybe like 10 days, no, since like last Thursday, no, last Tuesday, I can't remember, but I've been working on animation. This is the first animation that I worked on. I'm not done with it yet, but I do want to show you guys where I'm at right now. Let me show you where it started. And this is how it's going. What you guys think, man? It was only like 10 seconds, but man, it took me a long time. It started off like as 3 seconds or maybe 2 seconds, but I just kept seeing more and more to the animation. And so even after this, I still see more of the fight sequence happening even after that. But I wanted to stop it there because I wanted to put out a thank you video to all my subscribers, to all you out there who have made this channel possible, because you guys are amazing. So I wanted to say thank you. Let me know what you guys thought about the animation. I will be doing more because it's just been so much fun, and it's a new challenge to me to up my art. Like we said, how do you develop your skills? Try new things, you know, don't do the same thing over and over again. Practice. Don't be afraid to go outside your comfort zone, and knowing that you won't be able to do it at first, but the more practice you get, the better you'll be, and that just gets added to your arsenal, you know. So if there's anything that you guys want to see in the next video or in the next videos ahead, please let me know in the comments down below. If there's anything that you want to learn how to draw, if you're having any trouble with, I can show you some simple ways of doing those things, so let me know in the comments down below. All right, you guys, I love and appreciate each and every one of you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace and a double grease.